for taking my call. My name is Cupcake and I'm with the Cosmetics Institute. We're here doing a survey about some skincare brands that you may or may not have heard of, looking to get input on brand recognition. Is that something you'd be able to commit some time to? Shouldn't take longer than about 20 minutes or so at the most. Okay, wonderful. Love that. So we'll get started. Now, I don't need any personal information from you as far as contacting you again or any information like that. I received my information from my company, and then as soon as we talk, it's gone. I'm not going to take down your personal name, nothing like that. I do, however, need your age range. So if you want to give me a range, if you're still in your teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, that kind of a range. Okay, perfect. Got that here. Sounds wonderful. So with this, all we're going to do is list out brand name. I don't have any additional information about them, whether they're skincare, makeup, or both. I just have the names available. Alright, great. And then the only question I have is that if you have heard of them or not. Yeah, it doesn't have to be if you bought from the brand. It doesn't have to be, the brand you use for everything all the time. I'm not looking for that information, but if you'd like to provide it, you can. I will not be taking down this information, though. I will not be typing it out. Okay, so let's get started. Now, the first brand that I have listed here is called Pacifica. Yeah, like the ocean, but with an A at the end. Pacifica. Is that a brand that you've heard of? Alright, good to know. The next brand on the list is Clarins. Clarins. Okay. Then Physicians Formula. Physicians Formula. Is that a brand that you've heard of? Okay, great. Then next after that is a brand called Buxom. Yeah, that one's fun to say. Buxom. Buxom. Is that a brand you've heard of? Alright. After that, we have a brand called Tony Moly. Yeah, it's all one word. Tonymoly. Tony Moly. Alright. The next brand we have is Olay. 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 Alright. Then after that we have Versace. Versace. Hi there. Yeah, thank you for stopping by at the Halloween makeup shop. After that, we have... Yeah, normally we have all kinds of other makeup. We have a little makeup shop, but this is just our little Halloween stand that we have for the season. Yeah, was there anything in particular you wanted to look at or had questions about? Kind of just browsing. Yeah, that's totally fine. If you have a couple minutes, I'd love to talk about some of these products, maybe show off a little bit. Okay, great. Yeah, I'd love that. So let's see. Let's start with some of these Nightmare Before Christmas items. So these actually released last fall. Okay. Yeah, but don't worry, they're not expired or anything like that. And then the letter K. Have you heard of that brand? Alright, then the next one that we have is Color Pop. Yeah, Color Pop. And that's COLOURPOP. Color Pop. Alright. After that, we have a brand called Huda Beauty. Yeah, HUDA. Huda Beauty. Is that a brand that you've heard of? Alright, good to know. Now, the next brand we have on our list is MAC Cosmetics. And that's M as in Michael, A as in Alpha, C as in Charlie, Cosmetics. MAC Cosmetics. Is that a brand you've heard of? Alright, great. After that, we have Belief. Yeah, Belief, but it's spelled a little differently. It's BELIF as in Frank. Belief. Alright. Now the next brand that we have on our list is Natasha Denona. And I can spell that if you'd like. Yeah, it's Natasha, NATASHA. And then Denona, which is DENONA. Natasha Denona. Have you heard of that brand? Alright, great. Then after that, the next brand we have is called Neutrogena. Have you heard of Neutrogena? Alright. Then after that, we have a brand called The Face Shop. Have you heard of The Face Shop? Okay. Alright, next on the list, and we're almost done, I promise. Next on the list, we have a brand called Fourth Ray Beauty. Have you ever heard of Fourth Ray Beauty? Okay, wonderful. Alright, now after that, the next brand that we have on our list is called Peach and Lily. Yeah, so peach like the food and lily like the flower. Peach and Lily. Is that a brand that you've heard of? Alright, great. Now, the next brand on our list is called Etude House. Have you heard of Etude House? Okay. Good to know. Now, we're getting towards the end. How are you doing? Good. I really appreciate your time and your patience with all the noise. I really do appreciate it. But we're almost done, I promise. So the next brand we have is called Kiko Milano. Yeah, Kiko, Kiko. And then Milano, like those delicious cookies. Those are so good. It's getting to be snack time around here. Don't tell my boss. Anyway, sorry. Kiko Milano. Is that a brand that you've heard of? Alright, wonderful. Now, the next brand is called Nomad Cosmetics. NOMAD Cosmetics. Alright, good to know. Now, the next one on the list is called Odin's Eye. ODEN''SEYE. Odin's Eye. Is that a brand that you've heard of? Okay, great. Then we're getting towards the end now. I promise. Just a couple more to go. The next brand on the list is called Revlon. Yeah, Revlon. Is that a brand that you've heard of? Okay, great. Now, the next one is called Hourglass. Yeah, Hour. Hourglass. It's all one word. Have you heard of that brand? Alright, lovely. And then the last one, have you heard of Maybelline? Alright, perfect. Thank you so much for taking part in this survey. Now, if you would like to, we can keep your information for additional surveys. That's definitely something that we can do. As I said, I can't see any of your information. My computer just automatically dials it. All I have in front of me is just the option to click yes or no if you would like to be contacted in the future. I also cannot state who sponsored this survey, but I can tell you that if you do want to be a part of more surveys in the future, we can click the button, and they're usually all around this length. They're usually not very long. Is that something that you'd like to participate in? It won't hurt my feelings if you say no, I promise. Okay, great. Well, I've got your information recorded here as far as if you have heard of the brands before or not, if you want to opt in or not. If you do have any questions, you can call back this number. You will not get me, but you will get a front desk receptionist who can give you additional information on the frequency of surveys and things like that. Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. All right, you take care. Bye-bye. Have a great day.